What's going on YouTube? Welcome back. As promised, I have the December King of Games video here. I'm using the same deck as I did in Metal Weekly, so I'm probably going to skip the deck explanation. There are some minor changes as you can see from the last video. I just put DD Assailant in the main deck. I got a second Galaxy Cyclone and I swapped out the Dust Tornadoes for Floodgates. I also cut the Sphere Karibo and one Wall of Destruction. So as you can see, that first duel was pretty quick. Just a disconnect, nothing special. I promise that's not part of this win streak. Anyway, like I said, the deck is pretty much the same, so if you want to know more in detail about it, you can just go to the previous video. Also the duels, I had an easier time with this King of Games, despite some of the matchups I landed on. As you can see, I'm running into a Blue Eyes right now, and Blue Eyes was my biggest concern because I cut out the Wall of Destruction. And I don't have much back row to like counter terror attack, so I was concerned. But as you can see, this guy kinda, yeah, he's pretty much got game mostly. DD Assailant helped there because Blue Eyes got banished, but I don't really have anything to go up against this Cosmo Brain. I'm pretty much stuck on defense because I didn't draw any serious back row. To make matters worse, he's running Snipe Hunter, so he's just gonna pop away. The White Stone is gonna give him a Blue Eyes White Dragon from the deck, so he gets another pop. Now, at this point, in my mind, I have bad luck with Snipe Hunter rolls, but he rolls a 1, so I didn't have to do that. But this pretty much guarantees that I'll survive. If he wants to, yeah, he does. He goes to pop the Cosmo Brain because he has lethal, but again, he rolled a gun. But at this point, with Wall of Disruption and he has Snipe Hunter, I don't really want to rely on him getting another bad roll, so I just do. If I wanted to, I could have kept playing. Maybe he would roll the 6 by some miracle swing, but once again, Wall of Destruction wouldn't have done anything to the Cosmo Brain. He still had lethal, so. On to the next duel. I didn't look at this guy's deck, but I figured it was like some type of SSA. Because of that, I noticed that they're running Snowman Eater a lot, so I decided to go straight into Armades instead of popping the Yumi. The 2 Wall of Disruptions, it's not the best back row I would have wanted, but I'm pretty confident that there's a Snowman Eater under there, so I'm just gonna swing. I felt like a minor delay, so I thought Dragon Ice was in his hand, but he just scooped, so I guess he went to it. So that should be the first win of the 5-win streak. There's no more disconnects after this, I promise, unlike last time. And this duel is a little bit longer actually. This is, Endless Trap Hell like control deck without Junk Synchro, and I think it's Amazonas mostly. But he goes first, and this hand isn't bad. Like I could have gotten better. Yeah, once I see the Sage, I already know. Now, I don't know if he has Onslaught yet. That's like my biggest concern. Because I guess like Princess is limited now, he can get something. But Wall of Disruption was a good pop I felt with Galaxy, so I'm just going to swing, but he Canadians me, which is, I guess, the smart thing to do. At this point, I pretty much know that that's not Onslaught, because he would have just let it go through. But I'm gonna let him destroy Juggler and save the Wall of Disruption for when he gets more monsters on board. Still nothing concrete yet. I really want Armades in this matchup because most of his back row is probably gonna be in the battle phase. But he's gonna destroy the Juggler and get Canadian decks. I'm still pretty good. I have plenty of back row. I'm gonna floodgate this Swordswoman because having her in attack in general is just bad. I let this go through. I still want to save the Wall of Disruption for something important, and Junk Synchro like I wanted. So I'm gonna go straight into Armades, and I'm gonna swing into the Canada because they're gonna see if that Swordswoman can just stay there a little longer for Wall of Disruption to become useful. At this point, he gets his second Swordswoman, and wow, blind. Yeah, second swordswoman. I'm just gonna kill it. I'm gonna take the damage. It's, it's a good decision I decided to make. I don't want him like saving it for later and then crashing it when he hits onslaught or something. So now I misplay here heavy. I saw the first widespread ruler, so I should have known like it was possible to have more. But it's not the end of the world. I still have my 3 sets. So. Canada again. At this point, I'm feeling more confident that I have a chance for a nice comeback against Princess. I'm pretty much convinced Onslaught is coming next. I'm just gonna floodgate this because I have Canadian, so I'm gonna go. Now, right now I know that my Wall of Destruction is gonna come into play soon, and I just need to get another Junk Synchron to go into Armades because now that he has his Wall of Destruction, I'm pretty much stuck. Once again, godlike top decks. Go back into Armades. Now, this is the part I was confused because I didn't know if Onslaught's effect would still work. But, like, I thought it was going to be like Mirror Wall where it was already face up, so Armades couldn't stop it. But you'll see later that you can attack with Armades on Onslaught. But he gets to live for an extra turn. I'm keeping Assailant face down to avoid that mishap that I had last time. Wall of Destruction will bring Armades attack down. Now, at this point, I'm thinking about next turn flipping up Assailant and putting Armades in defense mode to try and bait the Wall of Deep. And at this point, he has a clear monster zone, but of course he's gonna get another Princess, I think, right here. Now, I could have Canadianed it, but I decided to do something different and see if he attacks to get Queen out. So I Wall of Disruption here, and this is pretty much going to cripple him into lethal range for my Armades. Had he not done this, I was thinking about like enemy controller, trip and take, but I don't even need it, as you can see, because Armades has lethal. All of his back row is pretty much dependent on battle phase. Now, I should have Galaxy Cyclone the other set, because I already knew that was Wall of Disruption, so if the other one was Canadian, I would have been screwed, but we managed to walk away with this victory. Win number 2, he sent me a generous nice instead of sending the other call me when I break, which is what we do. And I run into another Blue Eyes deck. Like I said before, this is the deck I did not want to face, but here we are. This isn't like the best hand I would have wanted, but as you can see, he bricked probably, so I'm just gonna summon Juggler and just swing. I know he doesn't have a Blue Eyes monster in his hand because Cosmo Blink will come out, but if he does draw a Blue Eyes monster, I know I'm in trouble because, like, at the most I could probably just Econ stop or Econ take later, but I'm gonna let that go through. I'm still in a good position right now. Both my breakers are in my hand, so I can pop that face down. Now, the good thing is that is a birthright, so I'm able to pop that. If he revives the monster, it gets destroyed anyway. Now, if it was a Silver's Crown, I would have been in trouble, but I managed to get through. And he gets a bingo here, so Cosmo Brain is coming out. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna have to switch to defense now because I have nothing to stop these guys. But I get a Junk Synchron, so it's not a common play, but he scoops because Junk Synchron plus Juggler equals Junk Berserker. So Junk Berserker's effect banishes Junk Synchron from the graveyard. This Cosmo Brain would have lost 1300 attack. He would have lost to lethal. So I got pretty lucky there. I think that was another moment where I'm like, Junk Synchron. I drew it. So the other thing I could have had was enemy controller. It's just Econ save for game. But once again, another Blue Eyes. So I'm going first, so I'm just gonna set the juggler for now, see if he attacks it. Save the junk synchron for later, and I see Blue Boy, and I'm stressed out because I hate this little combination that they came up with, Spellbooks and Blue Eyes, but I don't floodgate him because I don't know if he has a Blue Eyes in his hand, so if he goes to summon Cosmo Brain, I would prefer to floodgate that. He doesn't have Cosmo Brain, Blue Eyes though, so I kind of regretted not floodgating the Blue Boy, but it works out in the end. As you see, he's just gonna do his spellbook stuff and reorganize the deck, get his Fate materials in the graveyard. I thought he was gonna just use Fate now, but he decides to set it, so I get another floodgate, which is amazing because I'm not gonna want to have any of his spellcasters face up. And I'm just gonna go to Synchro right now. Now, I do take like a split second to decide what I want to sacrifice to Fate, because he's gonna Fate no matter what I summon, but I'm just gonna go for Armades, that way Juggler could destroy the Blue Boy. Now, my biggest concern was that he had Treacherous face down, and that would have completely screwed me over because he would have been able to save his Fate for later while he went through the deck for Blue Eyes eventually, but all he had was Fate, so I'm just gonna swing and get the Blue Boy out of there. Now, magically, unsurprisingly, he has Eternity face down, and he also has another Blue Boy in his hand before even using Secret, so I'm just gonna floodgate it this time. I have another one just in case he does get Cosmo Brain out, but right now Fate is dead, so he can't banish anything unless he summons Cosmo Brain. He has a second organization, which is odd. I've never seen that in any type of spellbook deck, but I'm gonna go back into Armades, the second one, and I'm gonna do some damage this time. I don't have lethal, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna have to sit around for another turn, but I did draw Canadia, which, once again, another card that flips him face down is amazing right now. So, I know he has Secrets in his hand, and Cosmo Brain, but again, he gets Blue Boy without even searching for it, so he opened all three Blue Boys probably at some point, but I'm just gonna flip it down, face down automatically. I'm still looking out for the Cosmo Brain, but it doesn't come out. He's just gonna search for Mastery, but he can't do anything, so he just sweeps. So I lucked out severely on that. Normally, if he did have Cosmo Brain, I would have floodgated it, which would have been the end of the world. It's good that I didn't have to get to that level. So, this is going to be the last duel. This is the 5th duel. No disconnects, like I promised, except the one. I lost after that, so. And Odeon again, so it's going to be another control matchup. Now, this type of hand I wish I went first with, but I'm just gonna tough it out. He gets Princess on his first turn, which is a nightmare for I already know on deck. And 3 back row. So luckily I have Junk Synchron, so I have Armades. But the decision was, do I wanna just go for Armades right away, or wait a little while? So I decided to play a turn safely, like, I don't know, maybe he has Canadia or Floodgate, something like that. So he's gonna flip up Onslaught, he's gonna attack, do this little Queen Search. I thought it was a Queen Search, but he actually gets Swordswoman out. Now he dumps a Mirror Wall, which is amazing because Mirror Wall does hurt Armades if he would have flipped it face up before I attack. So that was a good drop. Once he pulls out Swordswoman from the deck, I'm pretty convinced he has Queen in his hand, so he's gonna use Onslaught to summon Queen for that 2900 attack. Now I could Onslaught it, Canadia it, but I decided to let it go through because Juggler is still gonna destroy it, and that's one less problem. So Onslaught is face up. Now, as I said before, I didn't know if like Armades could get through it, but you'll see now that Armades can get through Onslaught. So I'm gonna get rid of the Swordswoman first because I just don't like Swordswoman. Taking damage that you should have done to them is pretty bad. And he misplays here and goes to attack Armades. Now, I didn't have to play Old Destruction, but I think he confused Armades with Mighty Slugger, which Slugger cannot be affected only when he attacks, but Armades is both ways, so that was a king of games right there. Now, I still had a good favor even if he didn't attack, because once again, all his back row was pretty much battle phase, but I got through it pretty okay. Alright, that's the 5-win streak. I have one more bonus duel to show. So, I don't know if you noticed before when I was synchro something, but I did throw Lightning Warrior in here. He's a new synchro for the DD Tower event, level 7. And I took Stardust Dragon out of the extra deck compared to last video. So, I just threw Lightning Warrior in thinking like, hey, just throw him in, you know, you're never gonna go into him, whatever, but this duel actually has Lightning Warrior getting lethal, so I faced Mass Heroes. This is like a couple matches before that disconnect, and once I see him not set anything, I'm like, oh my god, like he has like double mass change or something like that. But he decides to attack. He didn't throw out a mass change after Wall of D, so I just normal summon Junk Synchron, and I'm like, okay, let me go into Armades and then attack with Juggler, but then I'm like, wait a second. Lightning Warrior does 2400, and then he left 3 cards in his hand, so that's 900 after I destroyed the Celestial, so just gonna go into Lightning Warrior, swing, and get lethal. So I thought that was pretty cool. I got to use it. So yeah, going on to the deck real quick. It's gonna be a quick thing. As I said before, just look at the previous video for more in-depth explanation. Still got 2 breakers. I'm not gonna wait for a third, don't that much. DD Assailant is now in the main deck. It's a pretty good substitute for the third breaker. 3 Junk Synchrons, staple of the deck, or at least this version. This leads into all the synchro plays. Thanks to the skill, you get Dark Vision in the graveyard, so it's still level 5 all the time, unless you run into Fur Eyes on the range. Wind Up Juggler, it's a good substitute. I would rather run 3 Assailants, but I'll work on that later. Doubles Galaxy Cycler, I upped it to 2, I just put my second the other day. With the third breaker, you'd have 5 back row movers. This is pretty good. Pop a face down and then banish it from the grave next to it, pop a face up. As I said, like that would be good for Birthright, Vampires. Amazonas, as you saw, is still popular apparently. 2 enemy controllers. I thought about cutting this before, but I still think it's a good card. Econ Save plays with your Dark Vision. It's too good right now. 3 Canadias. Like I said, I hate this card, but it's a staple, so I have to run 3. You also have the synergy with Junk Synchron. 2 Floodgates instead of the Dust Tornadoes I had last time. This is pretty good, considering how almost every deck can get going once their first monster's on the board. This is flexible, you don't have to run this. 2 Wall of Disruptions. I cut it down from 3, but I got rid of it before the blue eyes I saw. I might try to fit the third back in, but it's pretty good when you have Armades on there. You can't activate anything in response to it. Extra deck is still the same, still got the Junk Warrior that I never go into. 2 Armades, I think, yeah, I only have 2 right now. If I get the third, I'll probably put that in. I have seen 2 in 1 duel, so a third is possible. Junk Berserker, I think he's pretty much a staple now until Black Rose comes out. It's good to have that level 7 access since we have a level 4s in Junk Synchron. So it's definitely worth running 1. As you saw, I did get game of the guys too. And Lightning Warrior, like I said, I just threw him in just for the heck of it, and there was 1 duel he actually came in clutch. Once Black Rose comes out, I'm definitely cutting Lightning Warrior, and we'll have 2 different level 7s to go into depending on the situation. So that's the deck. That was the King of Games rank up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you follow my Twitch channel. You can probably catch me on stream testing out other decks, and stay tuned for the next one.